This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I'm Matt Doolittle. Mitch English will be joining us in just a bit. Now, I'm an adamant YouTube user. I'm sure you are too.
Yeah,
like everybody is.
sure.
It's a lot of people's main form of entertainment. Well, you may have noticed something happening is they've been waging wars on the ad blockers for a while. They've been trying to get those through. And if you're watching anything now, it's just ad. It feels like every 2 seconds there's an ad, or if you skip. Well, now users are finding that if they have their ad blocker on, YouTube is skipping you to the end of the video to ruin the rest of it. So you see whatever the resolve was, or there's audio just dropping out at the end.
Really?
And they're like, well, maybe it was something with the ad blockers. No, they're saying YouTube is doing this because they're trying to get you to turn off that blocker.
Goodness.
And now you can pay for, the YouTube premium one, of course, and it'll get rid of some of those. But if the ad blocker is still on, it's still going to mess with you. So they're trying to figure out a way to really get you. Like, oh, you want to see the end of this now? Here you go. Or you don't want to hear the end. It's one or the other is hitting these people.
See, I don't mind doing the, wait for 5 secones, skip ad, go to the video.
Yeah.
I got that. My patience is about 5 seconds. That's that's about it.
But YouTube knows they've got us when it's like, no, this is how I want to see this video or this instructional thing. Like, I go to YouTube University all the time.
All the time.
So I'm trying to sit there and fix something, and I'm like, okay, yes. But the thing with the YouTube ads, has anybody ever clicked through to actually go to the things?
I haven't.
And for these ad companies, are they just like wasting money on this just to get their name out there? I mean, how many drug ads do we hear on the radio or in that?
Well, that's a whole other conversation.
Just getting money up, but I'm like, I never think about using that stuff.
No, but it's funny that you mentioned that because I was doing a project the other day and I was right in the middle of trying to fix something. So I'm playing the video and then all of a sudden it stops for a commercial for deodorant. I'm like, wait a second, I'm in the middle of holding this and I've got tools and I've got water coming out and I need to finish this project.
Yeah.
And instead I'm waiting for a 20-second commercial to play.
So that's the thing. You watch out for those ad blockers, or I guess just try to pay for the premium. And even know, just by cable. Ever wonder what a building would look like hanging over the city of Manhattan as if it were hovering from outer space? An architecture firm has drawn up renderings for an out-of-this-world concept. The skyscraper Imagineers want to use an asteroid as the foundation to build a huge tower so it floats over the Big Apple. The proposal calls for the world's tallest building to include residential and commercial space. Tenants would move between space and New York City via an electromagnetic elevator. We will have to wait and see if science will allow the new skyscraper to become an urban space reality.
I don't know. Would you live in something like this?
I don't know. I just came from a space conference and there's still so much up in the air. My wife is working on like laws in space, so they don't even have laws for that. So if you got up there, really it's anarchy. And I feel like Michael Bay is just ready to make this movie about when it crashes into Manhattan.
Yes.
For whatever reason, New York still gets blown up every movie.
Well, of course, it's the ultimate disaster film. We've got all these people living in this wonderful utopia of an apartment building, commercial residency in the sky hanging from an asteroid. What could possibly go wrong? Well, of course, cue Hollywood.
The Rock is involved somehow, and he can somehow save it by pulling it between
all of a sudden, he's holding it on his shoulders.
He did a, God, what movie was it? It was like this earthquake disaster movie.
It was
San Andreas.
San Andreas, yes.
That is the most unrealistic film I have ever seen. And I see Star Wars as a documentary. So he does some ridiculous things in that movie.
True, but I will say that was just pure fun popcorn.
That's what it was. But sometimes you go, oh, come on,
I know,
you can try.
Yeah. I can suspend my disbelief just so much.
Yeah,
and then there's a point of no return.
I know dinosaurs aren't real, but at least it looks it.
At least, yeah.
But this is going to be one of those things where you pull in influencers, you pull in your high elite people to test it out, see if it works, and then somebody might pop in as celebrity-wise and film something in there.
Or is it just an idea for a money grab? I mean, do you really see this building being...
It sounds like somebody's investor trying to get a bunch of money and then never go through with the project. Oh, we got regulated and pulled down and it didn't work out.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, do you really want to live in a building hanging from an asteroid?
I don't trust that. I mean, we got buildings falling apart on the ground here, let alone trusting that. I mean, look, a lot of those apartment buildings like in South Florida got condemned, so I don't know that I need this thing flying over.
Not to mention a really bad weather event.
Yeah.
Like, how is that going to affect your life?
Space hurricane.